Welcome back to my channel. Today is the long-awaited how to unclog your own toilet using a clog it auger video. So this is a closet auger, or you could say a toilet snake. In plumbing, you call a toilet a water closet. That's why I keep saying closet auger. But so on the job, I like to wear gloves, and obviously because of coronavirus, I also wear a mask. But it's kind of great in the long run wearing a mask for plumbing because, you know, you get splashes of poo-poos and pee-pees and you don't want that in your mouth anyway. And I also always wear my safety goggles because you don't want those splashes into your eyeballs and then you'll get pink eye like crazy. Actually, I don't know if that really happens, but I just assume. But anyway, the one that I got was the cheapest one at Home Depot. There are two options. This cheap Husky one, a rigid one I think, and then like a 6-foot rigid one. But this is the cheapest one that I got, that I used on the field, and it is 3 feet, and it has some points here that I'll probably show on screen later, and it's only about $10. That's including tax. So very affordable. So what I like to bring on the job, gloves. If you have it at home, you should also wear gloves when you're trying to unclog the toilet because it's really dirty in there. So I also like to bring towels so you can catch all the splashes right away. Always have towels on hand. So I said the goggles, the mask. I also wear my water resistant shoes and shoe guards inside the client's house. And let me just show you the handle that broke off. This is what it looks like. It used to be right here. And it was supposed to clip on and stay on there, but the plastic broke off and now it comes off. Hence why this is very cheap. But I'm just gonna go over the anatomy of this auger real quick. This auger, this particular one, has just the plastic tubing all the way from the handle area. There's a little bit of foam, so it's easier to hold here, and then it's just plastic all the way around. The better ones will have rubber right in this areas, which is the part that will sit on the porcelain in your toilet so that it doesn't scratch. But this plastic will actually do the job, and plastic won't scratch porcelain. But you want to be really careful with the spring because this metal spring could actually scratch up your toilet, scratch up the porcelain, and if you're really aggressive with it, it could actually crack the porcelain, so be careful. How it works, you're going to detach the spring, the metal spring, off of the plastic clip here, and then before you extend this spring into the toilet siphoning area or the blowhole, you're going to extend using the handle, the spring, the metal spring area back into the plastic tube. So the only part that has contact with the visible area of your toilet is going to be this black plastic tube. The spring should never touch the porcelain where you can see it. It will pass through the blowhole and go into your drain, touch your toilet that way, but otherwise where you can see the toilet should only be touched by the plastic tube. So what you're going to do in this demonstration part, so you can understand what you're going to be doing, is you're going to stick this part into your toilet, into the blowhole area of your toilet, and then you're going to be using the handle to spin the spring, metal, snake, whatever you want to call it, the long part of the auger, so that as you're spinning it, it will easily go inside and down the toilet drain. And as you're doing that, the spring is going to slowly travel and extend in through the black plastic tube and go inside and either push the clog or whatever is obstructing the drain down through the rest of the drain and into the building sewer, or a building drain and into the building sewer, or it will catch on the coils here, and then after you can no longer push the metal snake inside this plastic tube because it's 90 degree over here, will catch and will no longer go inside. Once you've extended it fully, you're going to pull it back. Pull back the spring back into the black tube, And in that process, you'll bring whatever was obstructing it with the coil here. So I'm gonna demonstrate that. Okay, so I'm in our bathroom right now. As you can see, I've lifted up the toilet lid and toilet seat. So I put on these gloves, things that I usually use for furniture assembly, because it's tighter. With rubber gloves alone, especially when you have baggy ones like I do, I can only find a large size at Home Depot. The rubber will get stuck on this as you spin it around. So just with the right side, if you're right-handed like I am, I just wear a cloth glove over this. So you unclip it, as I showed earlier, extend it, extend the spring all the way so that all you see is the little spring, the tiny part of the spring. And then now you're going to put it into the toilet. So if it's clogged up and the water's filling up and you're afraid that you using the snake inside your toilet right now is going to be splashing dirty water or whatever, then get a cup and dump out some of the water if you want. But as you're putting air into the bowl with the snake, you're going to be adding a little bit of pressure inside already, and that should cause it to siphon back. So if you're scared, dump out some of the water, but you should be fine with the water inside. So you're going to stick the snake in, and you're going to make sure the spring doesn't touch the porcelain where you can see it. So put it into the hole, and now the plastic is rubbing against the porcelain. That's fine. And then you're going to hold this part, and with your right hand, hold the handle, if it was here for this one, and you're going to, as you push, you're going to spin the handle around. So push and spin, push and spin, push and spin simultaneously. And you can feel the metal spring going into the drain. Push and spin, push and spin. And you're going to do that all the way until this handle part is no longer able to go into the black plastic tube. See this 90 right here? I can't push it anymore. This is it.
It's flush.
And then, now that it's in there, you're going to pull the metal spring out. You don't have to do it super fast like I've seen on the YouTube videos. Be careful, you don't want to break the spring in there either. So, pull it out. And then once you do, slowly bring the spring and plastic tube. So bring the auger out without scraping up the porcelain. Like that. I think I kind of scraped it up just now. If there was a clog, you would see some duty or toilet paper or something at the end. But obviously we were good. So that's how you unclog your toilet. So once you've done it, it should self-siphon while you're using a snake. But just to make sure, do it again. Here, let me show you without talking. That's how you unclog a drain. If you're at a client's house, you can flush it one more time with the snake kind of hovering inside the toilet, just so you kind of wash the end of it a little bit in the toilet, and then you can wash it, bleach it, sanitize it some more in your bathtub, and just be very, very careful it doesn't touch anything else because you're going to put your clean bodies in there. Anyway, you should know how to clean this. That's it. Thanks for watching.
Fill it up.